What's good, Panther Nation? It's your boy, Myron McRae, a.k.a. Tornado McRae, across the skies of the internet, here with another episode of Panther Pride TV, your one-stop shop for all your Panther notifications and your Panther obligations. And guys, that's another W on the Panthers schedule. That's another win for the Panthers. And boy, what a good win is it? Because let's be honest and let's talk about this game. Those first two drives, absolute garbage, absolute trash. Bryce, I can't even defend you because I got your back afterwards. You showed up and you came up clutch. But them first two drives, the fumble and the interception, Bryce, it was looking bad for you. It was looking horrible. I have to be honest. I couldn't even defend it. I saw the fumble. I said, bro, I don't even know how that happens. Then the interception, it looked bad. But way to bounce back, though. Way to bounce back, boy. That's how you bounce back. And, man, like the running game, the defense, like, bro, we have a lot to talk about. But, guys, remember what I said on Friday? I said I wanted to see 5 things from Carolina, right? I said I wanted 200 yards and 2 passing TDs from Bryce Young. I got 198 and 2 TDs, so I'm counting that as 200. I don't care what you say. Then I said I wanted to achieve 125 rush yards as a team. Rico Dowdle himself said, I'll give you 206, Myron. Thank you, Rico. Complete 60% on third down. We were doing that for most of the game up until the end. About third quarter and fourth quarter, we kind of got away from it. I was like, we had it, though. But it's okay. It's okay. Then I said defensive line, accumulate 2 sacks. They gave me 3. And the last thing was hold Miami to fewer than 125 pass yards. So we didn't do that. But we did 3 of the 5, so you know what? And it led to a win. I cannot complain. I cannot deny that. I told y'all if we did those things, we had a good shot at winning the game. And it proved vital to everything. I am honestly proud of how this team fought back. Being down 17-0, it looking bad. It looked just like in terms of just, oh no, here we go again. Everybody was sitting there thinking it's just like New England. Oh snap. Everybody in Panther groups already saying, Bryce ain't the guy. Trade him now. We're going to lose. I can't watch this. I saw it in multiple Panther groups and in multiple Panther group chats. They were just saying, game's over, not going to watch it anymore, da-da-da-da. I sat there watching the game, and I said, you know what? We going to hold out. It's the first quarter. You have to play 4 quarters. It ain't over yet. It's the first quarter. You have to play 4 quarters. This is why I be telling y'all patience is a virtue, and you just got to ride out some of the bad stuff sometimes. So, we go down. We get a great drive, and this is where I got to give Bryce his praise. He orchestrates a great drive once we are down 17-0. Rico Dowdle, huge run. Rico Dowdle gets a start. That's who's really the MVP, and we're going to get into Rico for a second. Rico's the MVP of this game. I'm not going to say we won the game because of Bryce. Rico started everything for our offense. Our run game started everything for our offense. Our O-line opening up the run started everything for our offense. But Rico is definitely the MVP. But we go down, we get in position. Bryce throws a dime of a pass to none other than Xavier Legette. The same guy. A lot of you were saying Legette just needs to go ahead and get out the rotation. So for him to respond back like that with a great dime and a great catch in the back of the end zone on the back pylon, I love that for him. It helps him get back in rhythm, and it was a trust throw. That was a throw where Bryce just threw it in the back of the end zone, trusted Xavier, boom, it's on a dot. He had a dot to T-Mac on a corner route. That was a trust throw. It was a dot. And I'm just sitting there like, all right, cool, we doing good. Then we get the ball back. Our defense finally stops Miami, gets them to punt. So we go and we're like, all right, bro, it's 17-7. Let's try and go get a touchdown before halftime. We don't get the touchdown. We get the field goal. But it's 17-10. I'm okay. We cool. We down with 1 possession. We come out. The huge run by Rico and Dave Canales, I was on your neck about this. We don't go back to Rico on the run. And we end up settling for a field goal. And I'm like, oh, my God, I think that was the drive. I think that was the drive that gave it away. I honestly thought if we didn't score a touchdown for a minute, that might have been the drive that was it. But our defense had to respond. And what did our defense do? Our defense responded. And next thing you know, for the next about quarter, for the rest of the third, our offensive play calling starts kind of going away from the run game. We start trying to get away and get back into the passing situation, and I'm not liking it. It wasn't working as fluid. When we were doing run first and then pass, it was working. And a lot of our runs came in when Bryce was under center and we had our back in the backfield. Not the shotgun run, not the pistol. When Bryce was under center and we had the single back formation with Jimmy Horn running in motion or Bryson Tremaine coming in motion to crack down on as a tight end, not crack down as a tight end, but he was coming to crack down and help block and set up the run lanes. That's when we were really hitting the hole hard, bro. And that's when we were really getting back to it. So then we go down and we finally giving the ball to Rico. We finally scored. We go up 2017 after the defense has had multiple stop. Shout out to the defense for stepping up the way they did. And I'm like, all right, bro, just get this one stop. We're good. And just as we do that, we give it up to Jalen Waddle over the top. It looks dead. It looks like, you know what, we're done. We're over. Defense is gassed because of all this. They're not going to be able to stop them anymore. And it's time for us to respond. And Bryce Young, this is why I have to give you credit where credit is due, my boy. I don't care what anybody says on this channel. You responded and orchestrated a beautiful drive. You trusted the run. You trusted your pass. Clutch moment after clutch moment, you stepped up, especially to the young bull Jimmy Horn Jr. with that corner throw on 4th down, with the corner throw to Xavier Legette to keep the drive moving. And when it aimed down to the line, and I will admit right now, we got in the red zone, I said, give the ball to Rico. We ran the ball on 1st down. 2nd down came, I said, give the ball to Rico. We set up in shotgun formation. I didn't know what we was doing. Actually, no, we didn't set up a shotgun formation. We went under center, but we went play action. I said, what are we doing? And you throw a dot to Mitchell Evans. So, and that became your seventh career game-winning drive, bro. The cardiac cats were back in this game. They had my heart rate up and down all around, but this game was a cardiac cats game. Win close. As always, I can't speak much more on it, but I want to get to the MVP of the game, and that is Sir Rico Dowdle, man. He is the game MVP because without him, without Rico moving, we're not grooving. Like, that's it. That's point blank, period. Rico started moving, we started grooving, and it was beautiful. Rico is the MVP of this game, and let's look at his stat line, man. 23 carries. 206 rushing yards, which is a career high for him. 1 rushing touchdown. Should have been 2 in my opinion, but it's okay. 9 rushing yards per attempt. And he had 2 runs of 40 or more yards, bro. Rico Dowdle showed why we signed him in the offseason. He showed why he was a 1,000-yard rusher in Dallas. Rico Dowdle proved vital in this game. He proved like, hey, this is my opportunity to show out. I'm going to show out. I'm going to do what I do. And the man was breaking tackles left and right. I don't know. Now, I will say this. I was hoping he wouldn't have got caught on either one of his big runs. I thought he had a little more speed than that. I was like, no, don't get caught. Don't get caught. Please don't get caught. But Rico had a phenomenal game. He said he was cramping late in the 4th quarter, so he about to get on the pickle juice and bananas and whatnot diet. Rico, I'm going to need you not cramping no more, especially because you're going against Dallas next week, and you already said you're looking forward to this game. So I need that. But it was amazing to see that happen. And I got to give the O-line credit where credit is due. They've been sporadic in terms of run blocking the last few weeks, in my opinion. They haven't been the greatest in terms of run blocking, but today they showed up and they showed out, opening up holes and lanes for Rico to run through, opening up lanes for ETN to get through, and even providing protection for Bryce for most of the game. So I have to give the O-line credit where credit is due. I've talked bad about them when they've been bad, and I'm going to praise them when they're good because that's fair and that's just. So, man, oh, man, Rico, you are the game MVP. You're the reason why we got back in this game. You're the reason why we won this game. Bryce did orchestrate the game-winning drive, but without Rico Dowdle, without Rico Dowdle getting started and making Miami have to commit to the run, and they couldn't even stop it. And that opened up the passing game. It also opened up the run game for Jimmy Horn Jr. Hey, Rico's my MVP. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And then speaking of Jimmy and the rest of the rookies, bro, hold up, bro. I need y'all to understand. Shout out to Carolina's rookies coming up clutch today, man. Not even today, yesterday. Y'all know I'm still on the high about it. Shout out to them coming up clutch because the rookies balled out, bro. And let's see what we did. We know what T-Mac does. T-Mac led the way with 6 receptions for 73 receiving yards. Jimmy Horn Jr. Canales, we've been telling you to play this man. And you see what happens when you play this man. Oh, it opens up so much more. 2 catches, 21 receiving yards, 2 carry, 10 rushing yards in the clutch 4th down corner route completion to keep the game alive. Shout out to Bryce for trusting him. Shout out to Jimmy Horn going up and getting it on Razul. And this is the funny part. I don't know if y'all noticed this. T-Mac, Razul, T-Mac, Xavier, and Jimmy Horn all hit the same corner route on Razul. That number 26 on Miami, they all hit the same corner route on him at three different points in the game. They all ran that same corner route right at him, and each one of them got a catch. Shout out to Canales for seeing that mismatch and realizing, oh, we can do this at him at pivotal points, and it will work. And it worked each time, bro. So I got to give him that. Shout out to Mitchell Evans. He had 1 catch today for 4 receiving yards, but guess what? It was the game-winning TD. He got that catch, and he made sure he wasn't going to be stopped. So shout out to Mitchell Evans, my boy. Love him. I'm glad to see he's getting burned in the tight end room. And then Nick Scorton, he had a career-high 4 tackles, 1 solo, and 1 tackle for loss. Almost had his own sack while he was at it, but a D lineman got in the way, so he kind of got an assist. And shout out to Corey Thornton with 3 tackles and 1 key pass deflection on the final drive. I don't know if y'all saw that. It was going to Darren Waller. It looked like it was about to be a first down, and Corey Thornton comes in, perfectly played, tips the ball out of the way. That set them up behind their 8 ball, and basically that stopped all Miami's momentum. So shout out to Carolina's rookies, man. And I don't even think Corey Thornton's a rookie when I think about it. He probably, let me make sure, because my gut is telling me he's not. But let's see. Nope, yep, he is. All right, cool. I wanted to make sure. If for some reason my gut was telling me he wasn't a rookie, but I was like, nah, let me double check. So yeah, shout out to Corey Thornton, man. And guys, it was just beautiful. Here's the Panther freeze frame of the day. Rico Dowdle running away, making Miami look stupid. Y'all knew it was going to be Rico. It couldn't have been anybody else. So I love to see it. And now it's time for Panther Nation. Speak that truth, man. Let's get in these comments, see what y'all had to say. First one comes from Grizzly the Bowler, my dog. He says, they don't call us the cardiac cats for nothing. That game had me all over the place. Shout out to the whole team after getting their act together after that horrific start. The Dolphins got hit with a Rico charge. Absolutely, man. I couldn't agree more. They had me worried. They had me scared, but they got it together. So shout outs to them. Next comment comes from Tim Harris, 3034. He says, 100% Steve Wilkes. His defense was scary. He knew how to have the players play hard even when they did not want to. He should still be the head coach, and this leads back to the problem with his ownership. He needs to get out of the way of the people who know football. I agree. I definitely thought we shouldn't have fired Steve Wilkes. I've said that for years now. And I felt like he should have at least been given 1 year as full-time head coach and see what happens. And if you do that and he does great, hey, that's when you give him like a multi-year extension, personally. So if there was anybody who should have been our head coach at this day, it should be Steve Wilkes. I agree with that. And then lastly, comes from Cam for Life 91, says, that old offense was something different, but still would probably manage something good. Not questioning being good either. This defense needs its identity back. Just that simple. Hey, hopefully this is showcasing that the defense has their identity back and we're back on the right track. Hopefully. But Guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell at the bottom so you can always be notified for when these videos dropping. Next, hey, comment below. Let me know, what are your thoughts about the game review? How'd you feel about Rico's performance? And what was your favorite rookie moment from the game? Like, did y'all love seeing Jimmy Horn? Was it T-Mac? Man, we need to get T-Mac his first TD. I'm waiting for that moment. Jimmy Horn balling out, Mitchell Evans with the clutch touchdown reception, and so on and so forth. And let me know how y'all felt from the highs to the lows throughout the entire game. And be honest, some of you I know stopped watching the game because you had already called it. Y'all already said it was over, and then when you saw that we won, you came back shocked. If that was you, leave it in the comment section. But if you stuck through it, leave that in the comment section too, and tell me what your emotions were throughout the game. Tell me where you were at certain moments and pivotal things. If you were even at the game, if you were at the game, let us know the atmosphere. Let us know what was being said. I want to hear all of it. But the reason being I want to hear all that because, guys, at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace. Much love to all you Panther Nation. Take care. Later days. And as always, keep pounding. I'll see y'all next time.